This is Hannibal here. Just a quick programming note. The Warlord changed his interview that was supposed to be tonight at 10 to next Monday at 10. He had some travel issues. But let me get into the news. Vince McMahon has put out his first post today on Twitter, which is his only social media that I know of, since April 3rd, 2023, where he was celebrating the UFC merger. And prior to that was his retirement post, July 22nd, 2022, where he said WWE, then now together forever. I never thought he was retiring, just for the record, and you guys could go back and watch my news updates. I was always saying he was going to be back. Just like I'm saying now, he will be back whether he starts his own wrestling promotion or not. He's going to be back in wrestling in some way or another. But apparently, he's seen a rough cut of this Netflix documentary, which is coming out on Wednesday. Which, by the way, any of my viewers here, do you think I should get Netflix so I can watch it and review it, or not bother? Let me know in the comments. But here's the statement that he's put out. He doesn't regret participating in the Netflix documentary. The producers had an opportunity to tell an objective story about my life and the incredible business I built, which were equally filled with excitement, drama, fun, and a fair amount of controversy and life lessons. Unfortunately, based on an early partial cut I've seen, this documentary falls short and takes the predictable path of conflating the Mr. McMahon character with my true self, Vince. The title and promo alone make that evident. A lot has been misrepresented or left out entirely in an effort to leave viewers intentionally confused. The producers use this type of editing tricks without any context footage and dated sound bites to distort the viewer's perception and support a deceptive narrative. In an effort to further their misleading account, the producers use a lawsuit based on an affair I ended as evidence that I'm in fact Mr. McMahon. I hope the viewers will keep an open mind and remember that there are two sides to every story. And it is true that documentary producers will play with edits and mix stuff around. I can tell you that from my experience with Dark Side of the Ring, the Abdullah Butcher episode. They interviewed me for like 6 or 7 hours and played with a lot of the stuff I said. By the way, Janelle Grant, who has like 2 pictures of herself in existence on the internet, maybe 3 if you include the one from the movie she played back when she was an actress. Her public relations team has put out a statement basically saying her story is troubling and painful, and she seeks to hold McMahon, Laurinaitis, and WWE accountable. A lot of people are having less and less sympathy for Grant the more that has come out about her. As it turns out, she was married, living with a guy just a few floors down from Mr. McMahon in this multi-million-dollar building that rich people live in Connecticut. I hope it goes to court, and I hope there's a judgment out of it, and that we get the truth. But I don't know if I'm going to bother getting Netflix for that or not. SmackDown, by the way, Friday did a 0.45 rating. Rampage did a 0.12. As I said earlier, apparently now that SmackDown's going to Netflix soon, where it can go to 3 hours without issue, and USA potentially wants a third hour, they might actually start going a third hour on Friday nights. If nothing else, to just lay in another shot to Rampage. Ivan, it seems like the New Day will break up. I wish I could say I cared. I wish I could say I cared. I did know Kofi Kingston in Deep South Wrestling. Nice guy. I remember he carried a notebook with him, took notes. He took it very, very seriously. Actually wrestled. His first match in Deep South Wrestling was a student match against me. And Big E, which I feel bad for him for his neck injury. I met him in Iowa, and he was a complete dick. Complete dick. Someone says, Janelle. Someone says he hasn't seen the documentary, but what else can Vince say? I don't know if I want to watch, if there's going to be anything new that we don't already know. And if it's 6 parts, I don't know if they're 45 minutes, half an hour each. That's a lot of time to watch what we all pretty much already know. But I'm more interested to watch that than any current wrestling product. And Ivan, as far as the New Day goes, I haven't even read much about them in years, other than the unfortunate accident, which I do feel bad for Big E about. But they should do something. It's funny. John Paz did an interview with Xavier Woods, and as you know, I have collaboration agreements with a bunch of people on this channel. And the interview with Woods, which was posted on this channel in the height of like their New Day popularity, got like under 1,000 views. You guys could look it up now. Xavier Woods, the Hannibal TV. It just shows you like the old school fans don't. My channel's like mostly an old school fans channel, and we just don't care about teams like New Day. The episodes were an hour each, so that's 6 hours of Vince McMahon. I don't know if I want to watch. I don't know if I want to watch that much, to be honest. Anyways, folks, have a good night. And again, Warlord interview will be next Monday at 10 p.m. He had travel problems tonight. Couldn't get to the computer in time. Thank you for your fan questions. The one that submitted them, I'll still keep taking them, and I'll check back to it next Monday. But I will do an interview this week to make up for that one, because I was all pumped up for that one. Yeah, Z Paul. I mean, the thing about Janelle Grant is there's a lot of weird stuff with her that I'm sure he's done. He's settled a lot of cases. I'm sure he's not the greatest guy, but there's a lot of stuff in the Janelle Grant case that I'll like to see how it plays out in court. But it seems like I don't really. It seemed. I'm not even going to say it. We'll see how it plays out in court. Xavier Woods and Paige is the most interesting thing Xavier Woods has done to me by far. Hate to say it. Paige was really over at that time. I think the sex tape and all the controversy with Del Rio led to Paige's most popularity she ever had. Let me know if you agree with me on that in the comments. I mean, she's hot. God bless Xavier Woods and whoever that other guy was. The other guy ended up getting fired over that video, right? And then there was another one that looked like it was in the dressing room. I'll admit I saw her videos. I did not see Sunny's. I saw China's, where sadly I ended up feeling bad for her because there was multiple people on her, and like they were treating her like garbage. I didn't even watch more than a few minutes of it. Haven't seen the X-Pac China. I know him. I would be too uncomfortable to watch that. I saw the Hogan thing, which doesn't really show much, but it's weird seeing his I don't mean to do a wrestler review of those kind of videos, but the Hogan one, it's more mind-boggling. The Bubba's there at the start saying, "Have fun, guys." And those are the only ones. And Sid also watched the Paige one. which he found interesting. The interesting thing was, though, Sid said he wondered at the time if Paige had something on Vince McMahon because they kept pushing her despite basically a video coming out of her having sex in the back and all that. And Sid said, you guys can look it up, search Sid on the Paige sex video, that he thought for her to still have a job, she had something on him. I didn't see the Xavier leak text messages. Brad Maddox. I don't know anything about Brad Maddox other than that video. And if Vince McMahon will not be in the company, there would be no WWE. Metal Maiden. That is a cool name. So yeah, let's see how the court case plays out. Let's see how it plays out. Have a great night. Thanks for your comments.